If there's one thing Chinese dramas know how to do, it's creating male protagonists who go through so much pain and suffering that we can't help but wonder how they even manage to keep going. Today, I'm going to show you some of the characters who suffered the most in their stories. And get ready, because some of them carry scars that not even time can heal. We start with Lee Cheng Yin in Goodbye, My Princess. He is a prince destined for the throne, but his life is marked by tragic love. Despite deeply loving Princess Xiaofan, he is forced to turn that love into part of a cruel political game. In the end, this pure feeling becomes a chain of pain, betrayal, and separation that leaves irreversible scars on his heart. But Lee Cheng Yin's pain is not confined to the present. Before assuming his identity as prince, he lived as Gu Xiaowu, a simple man who loved sincerely and truly. This double life makes him torn between genuine love and the merciless duties of politics, which only deepens his suffering, since he can never escape the consequences of his choices. Another one who suffered deeply is Wei Wu Xian from the Untamed. Playful and free-spirited, he seemed carefree, but life placed him in terrible situations. He was unjustly accused of crimes he didn't commit, lost his reputation, was hunted by everyone, and carried the grief of losing dear friends. His story is marked by injustice and loneliness, even when all he wanted was to protect others. Until the End of the Moon, we have Tantai Jin, perhaps one of the most tragic characters in Chinese dramas. Born as a fragile prince, constantly humiliated, he carried the pain of rejection and mistreatment from the very beginning. Fate led him to become the feared demon lord, but behind his cruelty lies a heart that only longed to be loved. His love for Li Susu turns into yet another torment, as their relationship is always shadowed by sacrifice and farewell. In Love and Redemption, the protagonist Feng endured the agony of forbidden love. From a young age, he was cursed. If he ever fell in love, he would experience unbearable physical pain. Even so, he couldn't avoid falling for Chusen. To be with her, he endured agony that tore apart not only his body, but also his soul. His resilience in the face of so much suffering is truly moving. In Ashes of Love, the protagonist Feng suffers endlessly because of an impossible love. He falls for Jin Mi, never imagining that he would be betrayed and even killed by her, though it all stemmed from deception and manipulation. His suffering extends beyond death, as upon returning, he still has to endure rejection and the scars left deep in his soul. In the drama Kill Me, Love Me, the protagonist is no stranger to tragedy either. Living between identities and manipulation, he becomes trapped in a web of deceit and betrayal, unable to control the course of his own life. The people he loves become targets, and many times he must choose between sacrificing himself or those who matter most. He is a character who suffers silently while desperately trying to protect the ones he loves. Another striking example is Ye Hua from Eternal Love. 10 Miles of Peach Blossoms. He falls deeply in love with Bai Qian, but fate tears them apart time and again. Their love is constantly tested by forces greater than themselves, and each reunion is accompanied by fresh pain and sacrifice. Their tragic romance is one of the most unforgettable in Chinese drama history. We also can't forget Zhang Xiaofan from The Legend of Chusen. He starts off as an innocent young man, but his life turns upside down when his entire village is massacred. Orphaned, he grows up facing suspicion, prejudice, and loss, always struggling to balance his kindness with the temptations of darkness surrounding him. His suffering is both physical and emotional, as he must endure loneliness and distrust even from those he loved. In Feud by Josi, a powerful celestial lord, goes through an intense drama marked by a terrible misunderstanding that ultimately leads both him and Lee Cheng Yin to death. Resurrected with a second chance, he carries in his heart the scars of loss, pain, and regret. His journey becomes one of redemption. to rebuild a broken bond, overcome the weight of the past, and fight to protect the order of the worlds. While showing strength outwardly, he suffers internally, proving that true greatness lies in the ability to love despite the pain, and above all, to forgive oneself. In the drama Love of Divine Tree, the protagonist is bound to an ancient curse where love and pain go hand in hand. What should have been happiness instead becomes tragedy as every step toward love drags him deeper into sacrifice and loss. His life is a constant battle between protecting the world and saving his own heart.
Xiang Liu, Lost You Forever.
Among all tragic characters, Xiang Liu is one of the most unforgettable. He is a fierce warrior, yet he lives a hopeless love for Xiao Yao. Always in the shadows, he protects her silently, fully aware that he can never be with her. Every sacrifice he makes is a step deeper into his own ruin. His pain is not explosive, but quiet and bitter, the kind that slowly shatters the audience's heart. In the end, he proves that loving doesn't always mean possessing, but giving everything, even if it costs your own life. Fengxi, from Who Rules the World, is a brilliant warrior and strategist. But behind his calm facade lies a heart weary from endless battles. He is torn between striving for peace in the empire and his love for Bai Fengxi. Every step toward the throne takes him further away from the woman he loves. When they finally choose love, the trials they face make any happy ending seem impossible. His suffering is silent, yet constant. And finally, in Immortal Samsara, we meet Yuan, a character with one of the most heartbreaking stories. As an immortal, he falls in love with Yan Dan, but this love becomes his deepest wound. He must endure cruel judgments, irreparable losses, and even when fate brings them closer, the price is always unbearably high. His journey shows that even an immortal can be shattered by the pain of love. Did you know that a big part of the people who watch our videos still aren't subscribed to the channel? So if you enjoy this kind of content, make sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and come be part of our drama-loving community. A sincere thank you to our channel members. Your support truly makes all of this possible. These protagonists prove that Chinese dramas are not afraid to dive into human suffering. Each one of them lived through tragedies so intense that it's impossible not to feel their pain. The question is, which of them do you think suffered the most? If you enjoyed the video, please comment below, subscribe, like, and share with other drama fans. See you in the next video.